Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the All for People's Mr. Brunello sunglasses. But first off, thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop the sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 50mm lenses and a 22mm bridge. And these have the exact same dimensions as the folding Mr. Brunello that I reviewed in a previous video. And these frames are only made in this one standard size with the 50mm lenses. Now, the exact colorway that I have in today's video is one of my favorite colorways that they offer in the Mr. Brunello, and it is their champagne acetate fronts with chrome amber photochromic lenses. So those lenses are going to darken when you walk outside, they're going to lighten when you walk indoors. Right now these frames are in their fully lightened category 2 state, but with the power of video editing, these are now in their fully darkened state. And here we can see they are definitely much darker than they were just a second ago. And that's because I actually went outside and put these lenses in the sunlight for about 30 seconds. Now the frames are in their completely fully darkened state. So these are a category 2 when they are light and a category 3 when they are dark. I really do love All People's photochromic glass lenses. The optical clarity is absolutely incredible, and they're just so great for wearing, all the time. You can wear these frames indoors, you can wear them outdoors, and I just love a lens that adjusts slightly to your outside settings. Now, of course, the biggest downside with a photochromic lens is when you're sitting behind the windshield of a modern car, the windshield is going to block the UV rays, so the lenses are not going to activate. So you might find yourself squinting a lot more than you would normally with a regular pair of category 3 lenses when you're wearing these frames inside a vehicle. Now, if we take a look at the front of the frames, we can see there aren't any gaudy logos or anything like that whatsoever on the front. They just look really classy and nice, and we can see two metal accents here at the top corners of the frames. And then moving down to the outside temple of the frames, again, we can see no gaudy logos, but some beautiful, beautiful etching here, which looks really, really nice, and it's uninterrupted, where the folding variant of these frames does have that extra metal hinge, which does interrupt the beautiful etching there. So pros and cons, depending on what you like. If you're looking for a cleaner styling pair, you might want to pick up this one, but if you're looking for a more mechanical pair, you might want to get the folding with all of that extra metal accents and the hinge that's built into the temples. I also do like the fact that it's super clean here and there's not going to be any marking here on the nose bridge at all either, where with the folding pair you could definitely see the little fold on it. If we take a look at the outside left ear rest, we can see an embedded All People's logo there for authentication purposes. And then if we take a look at the outside right ear rest, we can see the little Brunello Cucinelli shield logo there as well for authentication purposes. Now, as far as the hinges go, these frames have extremely nice and premium 5-barrel all-metal hinges, and these are kind of dressed up and classy and really nice with some beveling on them, and they just look really, really, really nice, and they feel incredible when opening up and when closing them. Now, one complaint that I do have about these frames is they do squeak just a little bit when opening up them and when closing them, just a tiny, tiny bit. And this isn't going to be found in every pair of these frames, but they are handcrafted, so every pair is going to have a little bit of a tolerance, and every pair is going to be just a little bit different here, but just a little bit of a squeak, which is definitely annoying. Now, if we take a look here at the inner right temple of the frames, we can see it says Brunello Cucinelli, All for People's, photochromic glass, and then handcrafted. And then if we take a look here at the inner left temple of the frames, we can see the model number and the color code information, the lens size, the lens category, and then we can also see it says Mr. Brunello in a beautiful kind of cursive font, which looks really, really beautiful there as well. Now, the optical quality of these frames is really, really, really great. They are all glass lenses. They are photochromic. They have this beautiful mirroring on them as well, which really makes the lenses pop when wearing these frames outdoors. And the optical clarity of these is really, really good. And they are glass, like I said, so they're going to have very good scratch resistance as well, which is really, really nice. And they also have the All for People's Breathe logo as well. So if we breathe on this lens, we can see the little Brunello Cucinelli cityscape, and then this lens, we can see the All People's logo, and then it says photochromic underneath it. which is really interesting. That's there for authentication purposes. But overall, these lenses are really, really good, and I do love this lens tint, which they are kind of like a brown, so they're going to help increase the contrast and the clarity as well. Now, probably my biggest complaint about these frames is the weight. They come in at 48 grams, so they are very, very heavy, and if you wear these for a long period of time, you're definitely going to get some discomfort here, but they are lighter than the folding variant, which I believe were like 53 grams, so, you know, pretty decent weight savings with the non-folding pair, but either way, they're both going to be extremely heavy. Now, as far as coverage from sun goes, here up top, you can see there's a pretty big gap that lets sunlight in unprotected, and then here on the side, again, there's a massive gap that does let sunlight in unprotected, but they do have a nice anti-reflective material on the back side, which is going to help reduce sunlight coming in, bouncing off the lens at an angle, which is really important for a pair of these frames that doesn't have good coverage from the sun. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are definitely going to be pretty pricey, coming in at $682. Very, very expensive, but it is a very premium and beautiful pair of frames. Now, we do have a couple of these on our website for under $400 on sale. But as soon as we sell out, we're probably not gonna be able to restock these for that price again. So if you are interested in picking up one of these, definitely pick it up sooner rather than later. But overall, a beautiful pair of sunglasses from Our Peoples. I really, really do like these. And at first I thought I liked the folding pair better, and now I think I like this pair better. It's really hard to tell. Both are really, really good, and there's pros and cons to both of these frames. So it's gonna kind of be up to you whether you like these better than the folding one better than those. And the folding ones are definitely more expensive as well. So honestly, now that I think about it, I'd probably go ahead and choose these over the folding because I don't like the folding enough to overcome the more expensive price tag, if that makes sense. But overall, I think it's a really great pair of sunglasses, really classy and nice, and a really great release and really great take on the classic Wayfarer styling from Oliver Peoples. But let me know what you think about these frames in the comment section down below. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you own a pair? If you do, let us know. Let's start a conversation in the comment section down below. But that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video, just like this one, to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.